Howdy. Want to have a chat about the tragedy down in Texas with the flooding. And I want to talk about a connection with Noah's time and a connection with today. So come on back, we'll have a chat about it.
They see me mowing my front lawn. I know they're all thinking I'm so wide and nerdy. Think I'm just too wide and nerdy. Think I'm just too wide and
Oh, just a quick update on what I've been doing. If you've been paying attention, been working on this electric wheelchair. It's been finished and wrapped up. It's done. It's good to go. Um, yeah, so that was quite the task. I tore it down bolt by bolt and cleaned everything I could possibly clean and put it back together. And so it's got new tires on it. We're rocking pneumatic tires now instead of the solid ones that came with it. They both have their advantages and disadvantages, but we've got spare tubes and patch repair kits and stuff like that, so not too worried about going with pneumatic tubes. Same with the front. Went with pneumatic tires on the front as well. So those are brand new and all on it and good to go. Battery's fully charged and everything. She does fine. It's just on the first speed here, so it doesn't go fast in the first speed, that's for sure. So, but then I added other goodies to it. Go ahead and shut the power off there. And the other goodies is rod chair. So if she hits that switch, she now has, of course, lights next to her, but she's also got a USB port she can use to charge her phone or whatever she'd like. So that's the main reason. I didn't want this circuit to be drawing off of the battery all of the time, and so that's why it has its own toggle switch, so that way it totally disconnects it from the battery system, because this is kind of a misnomer. That is true for one battery, but it's a two battery system. It's a 24 volt system. So I just have this gang box here hooked up to one of the two batteries, so we are rocking right at about 12.9 volts on that one battery. So what's the second switch do? Well, let's see what the second switch does. Might seen a little bit of brightness down there. Those are her headlights, so which are extremely bright. So those are her headlights, and then I've got tail light back here, so wanted to make sure that she was able to be seen. And like I say, those lights are bright. What about that third switch there? There's a third switch. Well, let's see what that does. There we go. Now we're styling. So got the purple underglow going on there. So that's really all there is to it. She is good to go. So this is one of many projects I've been working on. I typically have a number of projects going at one time because I feel extremely bored if I do not. So anyway, as per usual, you have you've got the fearmongers. You have those out on YouTube and talking all kinds of craziness. And it's sickening to me when you have so much loss, especially when it's young children. And the first thing people can think of to do is run to YouTube and talk about their conspiracy theories about what happened and how it was weather manipulation and Doppler radar, and it's kind of ridiculous, to be quite honest, and it's in my opinion it's highly disgusting. So what is going on? Well, we've been talking about it. It was one of two things I started this channel for. Pole shift. We've been talking about it. The problem is you've got all these yin-yangs out there that want to make an easy dollar, so they throw on a video camera and they talk all kinds of stupid crap, and people eat it up. And I can't. This is why I'm not doing the Watchman News live shows and all that anymore. I'm done, because it makes no point. There is such a few amount of people that actually want to know what the hell's going on, and the rest of the people, I don't even know what the hell that they're thinking, right? So, here's the thing. I came to YouTube to tell the truth. And all these yahoos that are out there right now, they're not. All they're there is to promote consumerism and do everything they can to get you to idolize, or to get the viewer, that would be you, to idolize them. And it's absolute madness. It really truly is. And so I got to thinking about this. And back in Noah's time, right, God gave Noah one job to do, right? Build the ark. There was no stuttering of words. There was no messing around. It was build the ark. And what is it that he did? What did Noah do? He built the ark. You don't think Noah... We already know about all the doubters. We already know about the people that, oh, nothing's going to happen. We all know about the people that were eating and drinking and being merry. By the way, did Noah stop to eat, drink, and be merry? No, he didn't. Why? Because God gave him one job to do. He didn't tell him that it's okay. I put you on this very important mission, but you can just fuck off on half of it. That's fine. That's cool. No, he didn't. I'm pretty sure that when God commanded him to build the ark, he didn't mean whenever he felt like it, whenever he got around to it. He doesn't mean that with us either. And when you've got people that have been able to catch on to what in the hell is going on and intercede and say, hey, look, hey, do we need to be looking at every plane crash as a huge conspiracy, every train wreck as a huge conspiracy, every little damn thing as a huge conspiracy? We just had another madman, a young kid that killed 2 firefighters and injured another, right? And absolutely crazy circumstances from what I understand of it. And if you did just a little bit of digging, you'd have found out that what was claimed is very, very likely exactly what the hell went down, exactly what happened. But again, the same yahoos are out there, right? 2 dead first responders, 1 fighting for his life, and the yahoos on YouTube can't get their video cameras on fast enough to talk about conspiracies. And it's no different with these storms. Listen, folks, I've said it ever since I started doing YouTube, and I'm gonna damn well repeat it now. You are gonna see the weather systems change. You are going to see absolutely crazy stuff. Now, I've got something on the screen up there, and I'm going to take you on over there, and I'm going to show you what I've got up there. So, this is a post from my little local town group that we have here. And anytime that there's any kind of severe weather or anything like that in the area, I always give the everyone tag, which will give everybody a notification. And I just let them know, because, some people aren't watching the news. Some people aren't by a source of news or a source of information. So if I do that, and they do have their phone on them or whatever, and they get a notification from Facebook because I tagged them in the group, that'll give them a heads up of the storm. So that's why I do that. But this is just a storm as it comes through. I was warning people about. Obviously, that one turned tornadic, or suspected that it was turning tornadic. That was one of them, and then there was another day here that things were lighting off like a Christmas tree. May 16th, you should probably be able to remember May 16th. That's the tornadoes that hit St. Louis, actually. I think it was St. Charles, if I'm not mistaken. Could be mistaken on that, though. But those were the storms that went through, right? But I wanted to show you something else. And just as I said up here in the caption, 4 days ago I posted something similar. Crazy that it's happening again. It's pretty rare to see weather systems moving backwards. And this is no trick, this is no joke, this is what was going on that day. Right? And I mentioned 4 days ago that there was another system that did something similar. And this is that system. Now, they're independent. I'm not trying to bash them or anything like that. But he was talking earlier today when he was live. He was talking, I think he was live when he mentioned it. He was talking about how it was odd the way the tornadoes hit the mountaintops from Hurricane Helene. And of course the claim is it's got to be conspiracy theory. The claim is that, that they were using the radars in order to guide the weather and all of that. Listen, weather modification is a thing. There is no doubt that weather modification is a thing. But I have been tracking weather modification every bit as long as what I've been tracking pole shift, and longer. And longer. And I'm telling you, from watching it all unfold, and I've said it I don't know how many times, they are not trying to make the weather worse. They are trying to hold the weather together. Because if they can't hold the weather together, people are going to start asking questions like, why the hell are my storms going like that? Why are my storms coming like that? That's absolutely backwards. Just as what Bear described earlier about how the tornadoes hit the mountaintops. Right? I'm telling you, pole shift. It's enough to make the weather just do completely flipped out things, and not just the weather. You haven't seen nothing yet. The mass bird die-offs? What the hell do you think's causing that? The problems with bees? What do you think's causing that? All of the other types of cycles that have been interrupted from fish, birds, insects, you name it. What do you think is the root cause of all of those things? Because you've got to find one. You've got to find one thing that is happening across the board, affecting every single one of those things at the same time and in very similar ways. We've been telling people. So if I can come here on YouTube and talk about this and tell people about this, time in and time out, and not get anywhere because I can't keep up with all the conspiracy theorists that are out to make a buck or out to get a bigger ego, nah, it's not worth my time. And those of you that are already watching this, those of you that are still here in this video, you already know. And right on from being somebody to look for the truth. That's awesome. But understand that you are few. You are few. So I've been trying to invest my time, and I got to get income flowing because that's how things work. And so doing the repair business, among just trying to keep everything else together, and such is life. But I felt like my time and energy were much better invested here locally, trying to prepare for what's coming. See, that's just it. Every single day they got something new you need to worry about. Do you think that there was a bunch of craziness going around in Noah's time? I do. I think there was just as much nonsense going on in Noah's time as there is in our time. But Noah's job wasn't to get spun up about every single little damn thing in the news cycle. That wasn't Noah's job. Noah's job, build the fucking ark. And so what did Noah do? He built the fucking ark. What it is, do you think that you need to be doing? Build the fucking ark. Shalom.